I understand now, like going back and watching tape, why Ray Ray gets so many targets. I just don't like why they continue to use him in the run game at the point of attack. You know what I mean? It's like,
why do you think he gets the targets?
No, I know exactly why he gets targets, because he gets open the fastest. Deontay can get open, but Deontay, because of the success that he's had this season, he draws a lot more eyes on him right now. Chase is a build up the speed guy, downfield threat. Our O-line cannot protect that long. Ray Ray wins almost within a second off the line every time. And that Chiefs game, you watch him, he's cooking the guy off the line every single time. It's just, you're not going to get a ton after that. You know what I mean? So he's winning. And for Ben, it's the safety net of he wins right now. I can get him the ball right now. And it's safe. But the problem is when you transition to the run plays, because of him still being on the field and in the slot, a lot of times he's the guy that's having to block a big guy on the perimeter. And that's why a lot of times when you talk about some of these runs going outside, we're like, keep seeing Ray Ray. And it's not a knock on Ray. It's not nothing Ray Ray's doing wrong, but it's just a mismatch. You're talking about a guy that's undersized, a small player, and you're putting him in a situation where he's having to block bigger guys, where there's safeties, where there's a linebacker, right? A crack toss, stuff like that. And it's at the point of attack where that block becomes very significant. If he's on the backs, like we say, you can get ran over, make the guy run around you, and you're fine. But when you're at the point of attack, you got to be stout. You got to two-hand fit a guy up. He's just not capable of that. That was going back to why I criticized Coach, why I got on Matt Canada earlier, because it was like, you got to know personnel-wise that part. But that to me is like, man, James Washington can do those things. He's more complete in that avenue. But I don't think James Washington wins as fast as Ray Ray would win in the slot. Because Ray Ray's cat quick. You see him. I mean, watching when he returns punch, the same vibe. He wins a lot. Right along, he wins. And that's the big reason why he gets a ton of them targets, man. Like I said, it makes sense because I'm like, the O-line is not like, we don't have O-line that you could just drop back 5-6 seconds and throw it downfield. And we don't chip guys either. We hardly ever see running backs chipping. You hardly ever see tight ends chipping or standing to protect. The max protection that we hear, where you got two tight ends or a tight end and a running back stand in the protection. We don't do that. So it's hard to stretch it downfield to Claypool. It's hard to wait for Deontay to be, a guy plus, So it's like, yeah, Ray is a lot of times he's winning. A lot of times he wins, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's why you were talking about Washington maybe getting more over Chase Claypool. You think he could create separation faster than Claypool?
I do, in a sense. I do. But the thing, because you think about with Claypool, how often do we see him just break away from guys, right? Not in the sense of
maybe on a slant.
Right. Like a slant, or that one, the Eagles game where it was, you get this reverse here, there, but like it doesn't happen often. A lot of times
he finds seams in the zone, which I think was the one that he caught in the middle of the field, right?
Yes. But a lot of times for him, it's what? Combat catch, a body stuck to his body, not a ton of separation. Now, think about when you watch Deontay catch the ball. It's usually what? Separation. Think about when Ray Ray's catching the ball, right? Even though we don't like it and it's down by the line of scrimmage, it's separation. And for 7, it's an easier throw. If you're playing quarterback, you would much rather throw to the guy that has separation versus having to throw 50-50 balls all day.
Well, and he's, I think, putting those 50-50 balls in a decent place.
No, he is. Claypool. He has been. Claypool gets his hands on them, but that's another.
It's actually 50-50 if he comes down with it.
But that is part of my reasoning when we talk about Claypool at times. I'm like, the potential. I'm like, I'm not even 100% that he can dominate the 50-50 right now because he hasn't. That's a part of it, though.
Some of his catches were insane last week. Or just
like
even throughout the season.
But that's him, though, right? I feel like it's either going to be like an insane grab. Like that one he hit on, was it Pat Pete? Bro, I'm like, how'd you catch that?
How'd he catch that? Dude, the ones last week, I'm just like, holy hell.
Like, he'll have some crazy ones, but then he has ones where you're like, well, how'd you catch that one?
This one's easier.
And this one's easier. And hit your hands. And you ain't come down with it. And you hollering for a flag. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you see it. I'm glad I don't have to be the only one to see it. Y'all be seeing it. As y'all can see, my shirt today says no bad days. And it is a ham into the AM shirt, baby. And we know we love into the AM because they do just have such cool shirts. Hats. I had the hat on the other day. This isn't even the basic tee because on the back of the shirt, it's like a really cool graphic surfer dude just promoting the no bad day vibe because y'all know me. I'm always having a great day. Always smiling, baby.
I got my basic tees in the other day too.
Bro, and you be fire. I ain't gonna lie. I get jealous of you sometimes.
Why?
Because you pull off the basic tee very nicely. I don't feel like I'm a basic tee guy. Like I feel like I need something to just show what my mood is for the day. Like if I got a Halloween shirt on, oh, I feel like killing someone today. Oh, if I got on a vintage rap shirt, oh, he's in his 90s hip hop mode. You know what I mean? Oh, I got a Disney movie shirt on. Like, oh, he's in a good mood today. He's feeling real Family Guy today. Like, you know, so I feel like I have to have something to just let the people know my vibe. Whereas you just, man, I'm gonna go out here basic tee.
Basic tee, throw it under a flannel.
Yeah, bro.
Under a jean jacket, something like that, and they're really comfortable.
No, it's a dope vibe, man. It's a dope vibe. But either way, use the promo code MOTES10 so that way you can get your 10% off of all of your purchases on their website and some of the t-shirt package deals and memberships and subscriptions that they have as well on their website. So shout out to Into the AM and for them sponsoring today's episode.